If you want to piss a black woman off, just tell her the truth. I promise you, she'll get mad. And that might sound crazy. Who would get mad at the truth? How can you argue with the truth? Black women. It is our kryptonite. It is like diarrhea to the mouth. It's like diarrhea to the soul. We have this disdain thing when it comes to the truth. We can't handle the truth. We don't tell the truth.
Who is this black queen with her natural hair, curled, no makeup on, looking phenomenal, and reading y'all the riot act? Who is she? I'm definitely going to link back to her profile back in the description. So y'all can look forward to that. And if you want to show her some love, I'll always give love to the content creators. And then make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. We did Stock Club today, and that was absolutely lit. So that is a lot of content and a lot of context. So if you're looking to get to the bag, or you're looking to align yourself with a group of people that's going in the direction that you're going in, that is available for you. And then Teach Henley 40% off your first order plus 20% off for life. Who is this queen? Well, you know we're going to spin a block, and we got to start over, because for us C students over here, I know a lot of y'all are smarter than me, but for us C students over here, we got to make sure that we get the full context in its entirety, so that we can hold these women accountable for the things that they doing, including who they voting for, who they sleeping with, who's going to be a single baby mama tomorrow, who's pregnant, who breaking up their family, the whole 9 yards. And she is absolutely positively on point. But let me spin a block real quick, start over, and then we're going to get the full context, and then I'm going to give you my thoughts as a result of it. And thank you guys for sending me this video.
If you want to piss a black woman off, just tell her the truth. I
Why did they get
promise you,
mad?
she'll
Why
get
did they get
mad.
mad? I don't understand
And
it.
that might sound crazy. Who would get mad at the truth? How can you argue with the truth? Black women. It is our kryptonite. It is like diarrhea to the mouth.
Talk to him.
It's like diarrhea to the soul. We have this disdain thing when it comes to the truth. We can't handle the
Y'all know I like them chocolate too, right?
truth. We don't tell the truth. We don't want to hold each other accountable. We don't want to hold ourselves accountable. Anything that involves having to face reality, face what really is, we don't like it.
If she got a wedding ring on, I like it, but I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I be possessive sometimes when I see them like this.
And black women who struggle with that, they will, again, when they don't like the truth, when they can't handle the truth, they will try to tell you the truth is not the truth. The sky is not blue when we know it's
Facts.
blue.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You can look up a stat and show the stats, and they'll still argue and say, well, maybe it's right there. And that's my problem when women are like, show me the stats. You can show the stats, you can say the stats, and people will still argue with the stat because they don't want to face the reality of this is what it is. Black women, we're at the bottom when it comes to marital rates, single parent homes, obesity rates. Like, those things are facts. But some way, somehow, we will still argue with the fact instead of just doing the work to change all of that. But again, the need to be right, the insults, the shaming, all of those things to make us, to try to make yourself feel better, it is damaging.
What more can I say? But I will say more because I want to add additional context. And she's absolutely right. The alternative is what they opt for. And so instead of doing the work, because, instead of saying, you know what, I am at the bottom. And when I speak, I'm speaking to the majority, I'm speaking to the group, right? Even when I talk about Black culture in itself, as a whole, even though I may individually maybe doing my part, taking care of my business on top of things, doing things legally, never been to jail, taking care of family, putting resources into the community, staying in my city instead of moving over into a bigger city and all of this stuff, as a whole, because we speak to the majority and not the minority, and not to just individual situations, even though we may use our own situations in order to illustrate a point. The fact of the matter is the culture in its entirety, which is one of the reasons why we try to influence people to do a certain thing, is trash. And what she's saying, and you got to get out of your feelings so that you can start getting to the results. If you compare yourself, or you compare the culture to other cultures or to other success rates when it comes to marriage, when it comes to finances, when it comes to being on top of things, single baby mamas, you have to start taking accountability, and we can't just keep running from the truth just because you're looking for somebody to feel good about it. And so what they usually do is they'll run to a group of women And let's say it's a whole bunch of women that is single baby mamas. So instead of taking accountability, they start to look for validation. And that is one of the biggest problems. They look for validation. And the problem with validation is that validation does not then get you what you want. And that's what we really start having a conversation about. Look, at the end of the day, what do you want out of this thing? Do you want success when it comes to finances? Do you want your family to be intact? Do you want to have great relationships? Do you want to be married? What do you want? Do you want to be taken care of? Do you want to be able to live in your femininity? Because I can't imagine, like, you can't convince me or pay me to believe that you want to be out here grinding, hustling, beating yourself up, not getting to the bag, not getting results, not having people or having your pick of the litter, having your family broke up, being a single baby mama, and then having to go out here and compete for resources against people like me. And then that's what you then exhibit in every single thing that you have in your life. It is it is reflected in your voting patterns. It's reflected in the people that you follow on your social media and what comes up in your feed. All you see, all you see. I don't even follow any of these popular sites. I don't follow the World Stars and the on. I mean, I don't follow none of these platforms, right? If they follow me and they're using my content, there's nothing I could do about that. But that stuff don't pop up in my algorithm. The only reason I even have videos to react to is because y'all send them to me, and so that then familiarizes me with the mindset of people in general, or the ones that's spewing a lot of this nonsense in the society. And so then we address it accordingly because we have to get to the brass tacks of things. And ultimately, I want to leave this earth in a better space had I not been here. So I don't have to go through it in order to provide you a solution. Sometimes I can use myself or use other people as an example in order to illustrate a point that I'm trying to convey to the general public. And so accountability should not be your kryptonite. Accountability should not be your kryptonite. You should not be running from the truth. The truth is the thing that set me free. And I'm talking about in so many different facets in my life. I remember when I was younger, and I had got laid off, or not even got laid off. I just lost my job flat out. Let's just keep it real. I lost my job. I was working at the steel mill, and everything, it just seems like was going wrong in my life. And it was easy for me to just blame society or blame the system or blame the economy at the time because it was the 2008 crisis and all of that stuff. And I had a conversation with my brother. It was my younger brother who was 6 years younger than me. And I was, what, 26 at the time? And he had to be 20. And so and the reason that I'm trying to convey that is because I'm not sure what time of the year it was. So I'm not sure if he was 19 or 20. But the fact of the matter is that he just read me the riot act. And he was like, dog, you talk a lot, but I'm not really sure if you ever gonna get back to the thing that you thought that you was, or the thing that you said that you was gonna do that was supposed to be much greater than where you were, and you going further down the hole. You losing, big dog. And he said it way, way more harsh than that. And it bothered me to my soul. It absolutely bothered me to my soul. I couldn't even sleep. I was so mad at myself, not him. Thankful to him, but mad at myself. But I was willing to hear it from somebody that was supposed to be my junior, and it absolutely gave me that dog. It helped me to remember who I was, what my goals were, and that I don't care who's in the office, what the president is, what the current economic situation is. I'm going to do everything possible to win at the highest level in every area of my life. And now it's reflected so many years later. What was it, 16 years later? 16 years later, here we are. And the sky is the limit. Like, it literally uncapped, and it just took the lid off the ceiling, and we rolling. But the first thing that I had to do was realize that he was telling me what I needed and the truth so that I can make adjustments to ultimately get the best results. I don't think that women have that in them. Or maybe it's just black women. I'm not sure. But even black women are telling you on the stream, hey, listen, this is y'all kryptonite. Y'all don't want to hear it. Y'all don't want to make the adjustments. And this is the reason why y'all losing. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon again. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to holler at y'all later.